Good morning. My name is Shubratha Ghosh. Welcome to the World Academy. Well, before beginning, let me ask you a question. What is the most unusual sea creature you have ever heard of? Seahorse, basking shark, or crabs? Well, there is not one but many sea creatures with amazing facts. But you know what? They need our help now. We need to protect them. They are getting extinct. Yes, they are endangered. So, why are they getting endangered? Why do they need our help? Let's see in today's session. So, our topic for today is Globe Challenge Creatures in Danger. So, who are these creatures? Why are they in danger? Can you tell me some causes why some sea creatures are in danger? Yeah, correct. Maybe due to pollution, maybe habitat loss, climate change, overfishing. There can be multiple such reasons. So, why do we need to protect them? Well, why you will ask that we don't see them every day, these creatures. They are very rare. So, why it is important to protect animals we cannot see every day? Well, because even if we don't see them, these animals are still part of Earth's food chain and ecosystem. And if they disappear, it will disturb the balance of nature and affect our animals, including human. So every creature plays an important role in keeping the earth healthy. So that is why we must try and protect them. But before that, we need to learn about them. If we don't learn about them, we will not know how to protect them. Well, let's start with Ruth's journal. Well, you will ask, who is Ruth? Well, she is a 8-year-old girl. Look at the picture. She is introducing herself and her family members to you. Her brothers Jack and Joel, her cousin Rima, and Uncle Globe. Well, why do they call him Uncle Globe? Because he is an explorer and conservationist. He loves to explore around the world and visit multiple places and find out more, learn more facts about animals and sea creatures. But you know what? Ruth loves surprises. And today is a very good day for her because she has got two surprises today. First, Uncle Globe is joining them for a holiday that they have planned. And second, she has received a parcel. So, what's in this parcel? We all like to receive surprises, right? Yes. So, this parcel contains a book about sea creatures, and this is just the beginning of a conservation challenge. Well, the mystery begins here. This is the start of an adventure that involves learning about many sea animals, especially seahorses. So, are you ready to explore some of the amazing sea creatures out there? Let's see. Creatures on the edge. Well, have you visited a beach anytime? What have you noticed there? Did you find it empty? Well, the beach might look empty, but it's not. You know, many small marine creatures hide under wet sand, just like this one. But if you are lucky, you might get to observe big, larger animals like otters. See, you can see from the picture itself that the otter is enjoying his swimming session, right? They are very good swimmers. We can see that from the picture itself. What about this creature? Can you identify? Yes, it's very common. And you know what? What's the name? Crab. Right. And you know what? There are more than 4,500 species of crab around the globe. Yes, you heard it right. There are more than 4,500 species of crab. And you know what? They are super old. When did they show up? Can anyone of you tell me? Well, they showed up during Jurassic period, that is around 200 million years ago. What about this animal? Can you identify this? Look at the picture carefully. I know you can identify this. This is also common. This is a whale shark. Well, this is the largest fish in the world. And you know what? This is the gentlest giant in the ocean. Now, why do I say gentlest giant? Well, because it might seem big, but it doesn't feed on big animals. They eat small creatures like shrimp, planktons, fish, small fish. So it might look big, but it doesn't eat big animal. And you know what? It may live up to 70 to 100 years and possibly even longer. Now, before moving on to our next creature, I want you to solve this quick activity. Change each word so that it fits in the sentences. Write your answers in the spaces. You can see there are three words and there are some sentences attached to it with arrow. What you have to do is you need to change each word as it fits in the sentences so that it fits in the sentences. You do not have to change the meaning of it. You only have to modify a bit. For example, Uncle Glow works as a marine dash. Now the word attached to that is conserve. So how will you modify the word conserve so that it fits in that sentence? I'll tell you one answer. Uncle Glow works as a marine conservationist. So in the same manner, you have to modify the words protect, like protected, protection. You can change challenge to challenging, challenges. You have to modify them accordingly so that it fits in these sentences. I'll give you 5 minutes of time to complete this activity. And then we can move on to the next slide. That's surprising seahorses. Well, you might have heard about seahorses, but have you ever seen a seahorse? How does it look? It doesn't look like a typical fish, right? But you know what? They are fish. They breathe with gills and move using fins. They have a swim bladder to float and sink. And what is the most amazing fact about it? Well, here it is. The female lays egg in the male's pouch. The male carries the eggs and gives birth. One male can give birth to many tiny seahorses at once. And you know what? Baby seahorses are independent immediately after birth. Isn't it amazing? Yes, there are many such amazing, interesting facts about marine sea animals. We need to know the facts. We need to know how can we protect them. And we can only find a solution to protect them only when we know about them. So, in the next session, we are going to learn more about the sea creatures and we'll know how we can protect them. But before ending this session, I would like to ask you a question. Would you like to be a marine explorer like Uncle Globe? Why or why not? Think about the answer and let me know your answer in the next session. Thank you and have a good day.